Hello again, and welcome back to the channel. This is Michael from TOEFLresources.com, and today I'm really happy to share with you a complete TOEFL integrated writing practice question. Now, this is a simulation of the real test, so before I give you the question, please make sure you've prepared a few things in advance. First of all, make sure you've got some paper and a pencil to take notes with. Make sure you've got Word or Notepad open in another window so you can actually write the essay. And make sure you've got some way to time yourself. You'll have 20 minutes to write the essay after I finish the lecture, and you're going to have to time that yourself. Now, a couple notes before I actually give you the question. First of all, this is the same question from my guide to the integrated essay, which I uploaded last week. So some of you might be familiar with the question already. Secondly, on test day, you'd have an actual voice actor to read the question. Today, you've just got me, so, deal with it. Lastly, after you finish the essay, I would love for you to post it as a comment down below. Once a week, I'm going to stop by and give some advice and tips to everyone who's posted their essay. Note that I will give preference to people who have liked the video and subscribed to the channel, so please don't forget to do that. All right, so with that out of the way, I think we can get started. Get your paper, get your pencils ready. In a moment, I'm going to put the reading on the screen for 3 minutes. Here you go, guys. All right. Now, Listen to a lecture on the topic you just read about. Easter Island was once home to a thriving and vibrant society, so its collapse is somewhat, baffling. Unfortunately, none of the current explanations really resolve the question of why it declined so completely. Let me open the discussion by challenging the theory about rats. It is true that rats were found on the island, and there is evidence that they consumed the seeds of palm trees. But even if the island suffered deforestation, the population there would still have had enough food to eat. Studies of human remains on the island suggest that the islanders were prodigious fishers, and that up to 60% of their diet came from the sea. Not only that, we have evidence that they used special rock gardens to create specific areas with rich soil, even when erosion was common. They used these gardens to grow crops like potatoes, which means that they had enough food to eat all during their history. Next, many people point to the presence of the bladed mata as proof that the residents of Easter Island engaged in large-scale warfare which destroyed their society. But careful analysis of the size and shape of these blades suggests that they weren't weapons at all. They aren't very sharp, and very few of them are even pointed. This tells us that they were more likely used as tools for cutting rock and other hard surfaces. It is likely that they were used in the construction of homes and the large statues that are often found on the island, and that they were not used for combat. And last, frequent contact with outsiders was very detrimental to the population of Easter Island. But it wasn't the cause of the civilization's collapse. When that contact began, there was estimated to be about 3,000 people living on the island, and yes, many of them suffered from the effects of foreign diseases. However, recent excavations indicate that in the 17th century, the population of the island was close to 20,000 people. This means that whatever caused the population to decline began long before contact with outsiders began. Summarize the points made in the lecture you just heard, explaining how they cast doubt on the points made in the reading passage. You have 20 minutes to write your essay.